All right, so we got this jackfruit, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by breaking it apart because this is what I'm gonna use to make my turkey. I'm gonna be using this to make the turkey along with this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna do this right now.
Now,
You know,
when you get the fruit, I've seen the videos where they take these giant fruits and they take the seeds out of them. Does that come already seeded, or do you got to do that before you start?
no, it has seeds in it. Let me show you. It had seeds. It has seeds in it like this,
Uh huh.
but it does nothing to you. You could eat it if you like. These are what some of the seeds look like. Like I said, you could just open it out and take it out, or you could leave it, or it's up to you. I normally take it out and just throw it in the can. If I find any, and then after we do that, because we basically got to break this down, right? Because the jackfruit comes like this. Let me show you what it looks like. They look like this. They're whole, right? So you
Yeah.
have to like squeeze them. You know what I'm saying? So what I do is I squeeze them up so they get shredded. So it could look almost like
Like a pulled pork.
pulled pork, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing right now. Or you could squeeze them and leave them in there. I mean, like I said, I put a lot of flavor in my food, so the jackfruit do have. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the pumfu to cut it up. Hold on, I got some pumfu here too. Get my knife. This is what everybody needs to see because this is something that everybody's gonna be doing for the Thanksgiving, right? We're gonna be doing that for the Thanksgiving. So I'm just cutting open the pumfu. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna put it in this bowl.
It looks similar to tofu.
It does. It looks just like tofu, except it's soy free, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna put it in here in this bowl. Then I'm gonna break it apart, break it down into like make it feel like crumble, like almost like ground meat. You're gonna crumble it up. I'm using you could use tofu. I'm just using that because you know it's what I have and it's what's best. So I'm gonna put that in there. Babe, I made you a moderator, right? All right, guys. So now I'm gonna get my little spoon right here. I'm gonna mix everything in. Incorporate it very well. This is how I make my ribs. Like if I was making ribs, I would use the jackfruit and other things to make the ribs to give it that realistic look. So now let me grab my seasoning. I'll be right back. All right. So, huh? No. So I got a vegetable seasoning that I bought that's gonna mimic the flavor of turkey. So that's what I'm doing right now, and this is what it looks like.
What kind of ingredients does it have in it as far as it's Caribbean vegetable seasoning?
Yeah, it has like, onion powder, rosemary, all the things that you would get, the herbs, if you were
Uh-huh.
making some type of turkey or whatever. So that's what you're
Okay.
gonna get.
It's like a poultry seasoning
Yes, like a
flavor.
poultry
Okay.
seasoning. But I also have some fresh thyme. Let me show you. I also got some fresh thyme that I'm gonna also use in there. All right. Smells so good. And I'm gonna just shred it in there. Right? Shred it all in there. But you don't want the long parts, just the pieces. All right. Then I'm gonna get some rosemary. Thanksgiving smell like when you come home, from you haven't seen your parents in a while and they're cooking and you smell that nice Thanksgiving smell in the kitchen. That's what it gives it. All right, so we're gonna put that in there. All right, we got some Himalayan salt. So we're gonna mix that baby in. You could already smell it. It smells like almost like a turkey. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it smells amazing. It smells amazing. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook it down. I'm gonna cook it down so all the ingredients could get in there. So it can infuse it. You know what I'm saying? You can smell it. Let me turn this around so you guys can see. Let me get my pan real quick. All right, fam. So we're gonna get some, using some olive oil and some garlic. So what I'm gonna do is I hate these long things in here. All right. So I'm also gonna put some garlic powder. Thank you. Onion powder. Mhm. So I'm just mixing this baby in. I'm gonna try it just to see. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have the luxury to do that with real poultry.
Hell no. I gotta make sure it tastes good. I gotta make sure it tastes good. All right. So now we're gonna put this in here, cook this down. This is my first time making so I don't know if I ever told you, Brandon,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'll get like these visions, and the vision will basically tell me what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I always make my recipes.
Yeah, you can get inspiration from just about anywhere. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
you
Oh
just keep
yeah.
your eyes open and stuff.
Let me get let me get my rice paper so I can show you guys how I'm gonna make the skin.
Oh, you're making the skin too?
Yes, sir. But
Oh,
it's already
wow.
made. All right, so I'm gonna be making the skin with this. You can see it?
Spring roll wrappers.
Yes, sir. Oh,
I've seen
John,
people make
yes.
bacon with them.
We're gonna be using this to make it into the turkey. And then I have these sticks. I got these sticks that I'm gonna use to make the drums and stuff like that. So I'm just cooking this down so that it could take out all the water. Get it nice and dry. Yes. All right, I'm gonna add some more of this. See, the vegetables, so I could get some more of that the smell. It doesn't need any more salt because remember these cans have salt in it. Um, but you could do so many things with jackfruit. You could turn it into pork. You could turn it into. I pretty much do anything with it. So you guys already know what rice papers are, right? These things are very good at mimicking things, and they're very good at making skins for like meat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm cooking this down, and it smells so good, guys. I'm keeping it this color because when you cut open a turkey, it's white, right? So color. So now we're gonna let that cook down. All right, so Now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna make this skin. So now I'm gonna put this in a bowl once it's done, and it's almost pretty much done. Just cooking it down. You don't want to cook it down too much. Just for 5 to 8 minutes. So what we're gonna do now is put this into the bowl. All right, we put that into the bowl. It's nice and incorporated. Oh yeah. So what you need is you need a bowl with water. And the reason you're gonna need a bowl with water is because we're gonna dip. We're gonna dip. We're gonna dip these into the water, right? Like this. Right? We're gonna dip these into the water. All right, and you gotta kind of like play with it. This
Yeah,
is
because
gonna
they're
last,
almost like gelatin to handle, right?
right? But then this is what I'm gonna use to create the skin. I had ordered more of these, but it never came from Walmart. So thank you, Walmart. So we're gonna stick these together, right? We're gonna stick these babies together, and we're gonna put it down, right? And we're gonna get another one, and we're gonna put that in some water. This is just because remember we're making the turkey, the body of the turkey, and we gotta work fast because if we don't work fast, everything is gonna stick. So I gotta work very, very fast, guys. So it's gonna get a little messy, but it's gonna get done. So now what I'm doing is I'm putting the turkey together. It's just like if you guys saw my fish recipe, I was able to make a fish using this same technique. So it's not gonna be a huge turkey, but it's gonna be, for those who are trying to be vegan. Again, I became vegan because I got sick. So this was the only way that, you know, I was gonna get better. So I turned vegan. All right, guys. So I think I'm gonna put a little bit more because this should put this like this. Again, we gotta work fast. You might have to use a lot of paper, but it's okay. We gotta work fast because the once the water hits it, that's it. All right. So we're gonna just get that. All right. All right. So we're gonna get another sheet, and then we're gonna put in some more. I think I should put some more meat in there, but I think I'm gonna put a little bit more meat. Nah, yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit more meat in there. A little bit more meat in there. Don't worry about the paper falling apart. It's gonna happen to you, but it's okay. Because what you're gonna do is you're gonna use these to seal it, right? You're gonna use these to seal it. And once you put this in the oven or the air fryer, it's gonna come together. You're gonna be like, oh wow, it just came right together. So right about now, I can't move this anymore, right? Because it's stuck. But that's a good thing. So I'm gonna put another sheet, flour sheet in there so you guys can see. I know it looks like nothing now, but wait till you see what happens. So I'm going to put another sheet on top. And once you wet it, you could kind of like bend it to how you want it to be. Okay? You can kind of bend it to how you want it to be, guys. Right? So you could kind of like bend it to how you want it to be. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the wings, the drums, right? Make sure.
So you got to do the whole turkey.
Yes, sir. I know
Awesome.
everybody's like, how is he going to do that? I'm crazy. So we're going to take that. That's why they call me who I am, being kings. All right, so we're going to take some of this and we're going to put it in the middle because we're making like a drum, right? So we're going to take a stick and we're going to put the stick in the middle, put some more so that we can make a drum.
Look at that.
Like I said, you could play with this thing, but when you play with it, there's nothing that you can't do. See? Like that, right? So what we're gonna do is put it like this, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and put another sheet so that it could stay together and don't come out. Now this is like crazy glue because once you put it on it, it's gonna just stick. It's not even gonna like not stick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this like this. There's no special technique. You're just folding it because it's wet. So anything that you do to this, it will turn into whatever you want it to, as long as it's wet. So it's wet right now, right? So I'm just squeezing it, molding it, making it, turn into a chicken, a turkey drum, right? All right. So the leg goes up, right? So we're gonna put that right here. And it actually sticks. Look.
Yeah, that stuff's like glue when it gets wet.
Right. It's crazy. It sticks. One of the best things that I started working with is rice paper.
I
So now
can't
I'm gonna get
control
a.
it.
Yeah, you
Every
could
time I
control it. You
mess
could
with it,
play
it
with it.
falls into pieces, and there's another guy
Right.
that's got to do the spring rolls.
Right. They're perfect. Like I love using them because you could do anything with it, and it works very well. I created a fish using this. I created a pork shoulder using this. Um, I don't know, something told me to do it, and I just did it, and it worked out.
It's
So
a
yeah,
great technique. I mean, it looks
guys,
great, man.
wait till it comes out the oven. If you want, you could use the oven or air fryer. I gotta have enough for the wings. So we're gonna get our sticks. We're gonna put it in there, and we're gonna close it up. We're gonna close it up. All right, something's coming out. I'm gonna move this here. I'm gonna get another sheet.
I'm
I
reading
use.
some of these comments, Abdul. They're
Hi, buddy. Watch
cracking me up.
it. I got so far. Yes, I'm making the wings too. I'm making everything. I'm just making a little hole in the middle so I could shove this in so I could be able to feel it. Like I said, guys, it works very well. Once you put water on it, I don't know if you guys knew, but I had a restaurant and I also used to make cakes. So one of the things that I used to be good at was making fondant cakes. So people would ask me to make all types of weird stuff, and I would do it. And they would just be like, "Yo, how did you know how to do it?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I just did it." So we have the other side, and we're gonna put it up. Uh-oh. We're gonna put it like this. It's like glue, like you said. So once you keep it together, it doesn't move. So we're gonna keep it like this. Just for decorations, I'm gonna slice this in the half, and then I'm gonna fold it, and then I'm gonna just put the stick on it like this, and wrap it around. This is just to give it that illusion. This is just to give it that illusion. All right, like that. We're gonna take this one. We're gonna fold it, but fold it on top so it stays. And then we're gonna just wrap it all around, just to give it more of that illusion of, yo, that's a real freaking leg. Yeah, when people, this is the stuff that I dream about, guys. Veganizing things, making things, just to show you guys that, we all can eat better and do better. I mean, this is a lot. A lot of people don't want to do this. Damn, that looked like a turkey, bro. Like that, that looked crazy. Yo, this is all a vision, guys. This is all in a vision. When I go to sleep at night, I think about creating new dishes. And these are the things that I come up with. So I'm gonna just put this on the bottom and then seal it so it's nice and sealed. So it doesn't, so it cooks evenly and it looks like a turkey. All right. I just gotta hold it until it sticks. Yes. All right. Perfect.
Yes,
So
Solomon,
now
right?
we gonna make the wings, right? Looks like a condom though. Okay. So now we're gonna make the wings. All right. So I gotta think to myself, what the hell do a wing look like? Put some of this on the front. The more skin you put, the better. So the more skin that you add to this, the better it is to keep it concealed so that it can bake nicely in the air fryer or your oven. So now we're gonna make the wings. So we're gonna add one stick in there for the wings, right? I'm just molding it so that it looks like a wing. I'm gonna put it this way. I'll put it this. You know what? I'm gonna put another sheet on it so it doesn't open up. I like when it gets real soft. Like let it soak. Sometimes it's good to let the rice paper soak for about half a minute or so, or a minute.
You have to excuse me for 1 minute.
Take your time, brother. I'll be right here. I'm just making these wings. You know how you guys have the wings and then you just cut it open? So this is what I'm making. I think it's this way. Okay. This is like when I made the fish. Don't ask me, guys, how I did it. The vision just come and I just do it. I'm going to get a stick. Shout out to everybody in the live. What's up, Purple? What's up, John? Solomon? You guys enjoying yourself? Thought that was the turkey scream. What's up, everybody? Shout out to everybody in the live. What's up? This is a celebration for you guys. Happy Friendsgiving, guys. For all those that do celebrate, I don't, but it doesn't matter if I do or don't. I had to do this for you guys because I love you guys so much. It smells like turkey too. Like that's the crazy part about it, guys. It smells like turkey. So we're gonna take this. Maybe this is too much. I think this is too much. I'm gonna stick that right in here. I'm gonna wrap it up. Let me get another paper and throw it in this water. You gotta just hold it together because you want it to stick. I'm gonna get another paper. I'm just holding it down so that it could stay. So what I did was, this is what I did, guys. I laid it down flat and then I squeezed it together so that it could mimic a chicken, a not a chicken, but the wings. Like I say, you just gotta play with this a little bit. And then what I'm gonna do is put it this way, where I gotta put it this way. So I gotta put it this way.
All right, I'm back. Sorry
Yes.
about that.
Nah, you good, brother. I'm just trying to make this wing. Put some of this. All right, so I made the wing. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is, I thought I was gonna run out of rice paper. I almost did. I'll get some water. Put some water on this. So,
Looks like you had just enough.
bro, and I bought some, but it never got delivered. See, look at that. I only got one left. So I guess you're gonna need a whole pack to do this to make sure it's right. Because now what I gotta do is make some type of gravy so I could cover this up so that it could get that color, that nice brown color like a turkey.
Yeah.
So now what I'm gonna
If
do is
you're working with rice paper the first time, I would suggest getting 2 packs because you're gonna mess some up for sure.
yeah, oh yeah. And you know what's crazy? I ordered it, but it never came. That's what took me so long to go live because I ordered it from actually the wife ordered it this morning, but it never came. So that's
Mm.
looking good right now. This is looking good. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap this around the bone, which is the foot, right? So y'all don't see the stick. All right, like so. All right, guys. So there you go.
Mama Purple was asking what you made it with.
So I made this with jackfruit and pumfu. I mean, put so yeah, bro. I think that's it. This is yeah. I needed one more, and that was it. It's crazy. So you guys can see what this looks like. It looks crazy, but once I put this in the oven, it's gonna look amazing. So I'm just making sure that this is sealed completely, so I could put my. I guess this is good. All right. So let me get. I'll be right back. Let me get so the little what's that shit called? The whisk. So here we go. So I need this.
Yes, Miss Helms. I asked him if he was going to use the whole fruit or the canned fruit because the whole
So
fruit is a little intimidating.
what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a little olive oil. All right, guys. Get some olive oil.
Yes.
Get some of this. Put a little garlic in there. A little onion powder. I'm gonna also put some thyme in there too. Some fresh thyme.
Solomon said if he was making the turkey, it would have looked like a squirrel.
That's funny. That's funny. Put a little bit more olive oil.
I'm sure back in the day, that's what they were eating for Thanksgiving sometimes.
Listen, for real. People was out here eating all types of stuff, man. People was out here eating all types of stuff. So all I'm gonna do is just brush this on.
Now that's going to brown up and caramelize in the oven, right?
Yes, sir.
That's a great idea for the skin, man.
Yeah, because what happens is the oil is gonna help it cook up, and it's gonna get nice and crispy. It's gonna be like a skin. I did this to turn like make a pork, and it worked. And I was like, wow, you gotta take it and run with it, man. Whatever we could get, we gotta get. Get some more of this.
Well, like I was telling you before, there's a lot of vegan chefs out there, but a lot of them have been vegans their whole life, and the fact that you weren't, that you ate turkey and you ate these other foods that you're preparing, you know what
Yes.
they're supposed to taste like. So that makes you the perfect
Example.
vegan chef, in my opinion. I mean, you're the
Thank
guy
you.
I wanted to come to ask to get your opinion first. You know,
Right. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what makes me incredible because I know what this stuff tastes like. I used to eat it, so that's the good thing about it. Like that's how I'm able when people eat my food, they're like, "How did you do that?" And I'm like, "I know what it tastes like."
Exactly.
If you don't know what it tastes like, how can you make it, you know? And then my wife wasn't always a vegan also. She's a vegan now, and she know what it tastes like. So that's how we were able to embark on this incredible lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Babe, you said I can use your phone to So just like that, brother, we done. All right? So that's what it looked like, guys.
Amazing.
All right? So now we're going to put this in the oven. Put some of this rosemary on that baby, cuz we're going to put it in the oven. I'm also going to be making stuffing, so I'm just, not stuffing it in there.
I'm sorry. Mrs. Helms asked me if I'd be making vegan dishes for the country club. I misunderstood her. I thought she was asking me if I was making vegan turkeys. I'm
Oh
not
no.
making vegan turkeys, but I do make vegan dishes for customers, and we do, all the time. Get
All
special
right.
requests for that, and we always have a vegan option on the menu every night.
Word. So guess we're all coming for dinner. Yes, ma'am. So this is what it looks like. All right, let me put it in the oven. You could put it in the oven, you could put it in the air fryer, guys. You want to put it in the oven or air fryer for about 15 to 20 minutes. You want to look at it. Don't cover it. You don't have to cover it because you need the color to come. You know what? I'm gonna cover it first. Cover it because I just want to make sure it comes out right. So I'm gonna cover it.
Mrs. Helms asked if you've ever veganized.
Just showing this.